to be under the bright lights. I want to be on the Broadway stage.
Tiger Rag Radio is on now.
Hey, we're back here on Tiger Rag Radio. Jeff Palermo along with executive editor for Tiger Rag Magazine, Todd Horn, and the editor for Tiger Rag Magazine, Glenn Gilbo. And joining us now, it's LSU men's basketball coach Matt McMahon. The Tigers an impressive win as they outlasted UCF on Sunday afternoon, winning in triple overtime, rallying back from 20 points down to beat the Knights. And that all took place in West Virginia. LSU is back in action Friday night against Northwestern State. And Coach McMahon, have you recovered from Sunday yet?
Barely. That was a very unique game. I don't recall ever being a part of one quite like that, but I thought it really spoke to the resiliency of our guys and ability just to keep playing and find a way to get back in the game and ultimately win it. So definitely was a good way to end the trip and going into the Thanksgiving holiday.
Hey, Matt, do you think that this game is going to just like carry over with the team immediately as in terms of like an injection of identity and understanding of who they are, and then also carry over into the SEC slate as you move forward?
I hope so. Yeah, Todd, I would hope so. I think when you get in an adverse situation like that, and instead of splintering and blaming and complaining, you come together and find a way to win. I think there are a lot of lessons to be learned there. Certainly you should take some confidence from that. I think you saw some incredible execution at times there in the overtime period. So you basically faced just about every situation you could find yourself in a game over the course of a season. We found ourselves in each of those situations in one afternoon in West Virginia. So I think it was a lot we can learn from it and hopefully take some confidence from moving forward.
Coach, you mentioned execution, and if for people who were watching the game and saw the game, not only was it like one of the most exciting games I personally have ever seen, but it was just a contrast. I mean, in the first half, you were executing your offense. You were doing the things you wanted to do, and you guys just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. You were missing layups. Have you ever, I know you said you've never really seen a game like that, but have you ever seen a game where you literally can't make a shot? I think you shot 23% in the first half or something to that. And I don't want to make it worse than it was, but it was pretty bad. But then, like you said, in the second half, of course, you got into the bonus early and you were able to score a lot from the free throw line. But you didn't lead the whole second half. You were down by as many as 18 points in the second half. But
right,
you just got on fire shooting the ball in the second half. And then, of course, from the free throw line. And then as you went into overtime, you basically controlled it, even though it did go 3 overtimes.
Well, that first half, I think there were two things on the offensive end. Number one, we did miss a lot of shots at the rim. And I think their shot blocking and rim presence had something to do with that. We have to finish better. But I did think we made some poor decisions and took some challenge shots at the basket where the better play would have been to play off 2 feet and kick the ball out for some open threes. But credit to our players. I thought they made that correction in the second half. I know we had the benefit of the overtimes, but after halftime, we scored 84 points after halftime.
Incredible.
Which I know I've never seen that before. So I think the execution and decision-making was much improved in the second half, and overtime periods led to, higher quality shots. And I thought you mentioned the foul trouble, the free throw line. We were able to get their shot blocking presence into some foul trouble, which got us some free throws, clearly, and allowed us to slow the game down and add more possessions. And when you're down 18 with 12 minutes to go, you need that. It also got us into some one-on-one situations with a matchup we liked in the post with Jalen Reed, and he was really effective there. But I think it's also, and I know we got a lot of questions, but a credit to our new strength coach, Mike Chatman. Our offense got better as the game went on, and we scored 39 points in the overtimes, which is an LSU record. We shot our best percentages from the field and from the three-point line in the 3 overtimes. And so, I think he deserves a lot of credit from a conditioning and toughness standpoint of our players.
Talking to Matt McMahon here on Tiger Rag Radio. Matt, this is Glenn. Can you give us an update on Damian Collins? He hurt his shoulder on a dunk attempt there in that game. How is he doing?
It was the Pitt game.
I'm sorry, the loss to Pitt on Friday afternoon.
Correct. Yeah, it really changed the game for us. Damian's been terrific with his shot blocking and his rebounding. He's an elite screener, and he puts such pressure on the rim with his speed. It's really unfortunate what happened. He's actually being evaluated today through all the MRIs and X-rays, testing, and so forth. So I don't have a long-term status report at this point. If you were watching, clearly dislocated his shoulder. So it's just a matter of seeing where everything stands coming out of this testing and how we move forward from there.
Well, I hope he's okay.
It is the same shoulder.
It is.
As last
It
year.
is.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Mike Munderland, and we're here to smash the capital city's trash.
Smash My Trash is a revolutionary compactor for large dumpsters, sometimes reducing the volume of waste by up to 70%. This means fewer hauls per month and big savings for your business. Fewer hauls and compacted waste will also result in a positive impact on our community and our environment by taking up less space in our local landfill sites. Schedule your company's free demo today. Call 225-497-0101.
Trains are everywhere. You should always expect one, even on private property. Only cross tracks at designated crossings that fit your equipment. If you don't fit, don't commit. Look, listen, live.
Now, Todd, I
It
want you to ask Matt the point you made. We were talking about the great coaching decision he made at the end in one of the overtimes.
Well, it was actually the end of regulation.
End of regulation.
The LSU there were 40 seconds left to go in the game. There were 28 seconds left on the shot clock, and LSU was in a situation where they only had 4 fouls, so they couldn't foul to stop the clock or stymie the offense or get more possessions. And you put pressure on. Well, you tell them what you did. Corey Chess comes up with a steal.
Well, I think it goes back to my point about Todd and Glenn. We faced almost every special situation you could face in a game, and you described it well. So from a coaching standpoint there, we're down 2. There's only a 12-second differential in the clock, and we have 2 fouls to give. It gave us an opportunity to gamble. And so we wanted to go and trap their really good point guard. He's one of the best point guards in UCF program history. And we went and trapped him. Jalen Reed and Cam did a great job in the trap. And then Corey Chess, just a big-time play. He shoots the passing lane and gets the steal, kicks it ahead to Cam Carter, who gets fouled, and he makes 2 clutch free throws. But the decision there was go trap, let's try and turn them over. And then if we don't, let's use those fouls to give quickly. But I think we were going to try and play for the stop. But at that point, you're all in. You either have to get the stop or the game's over. And our players stepped up and made just an incredible play.
Coach, there were so many. The game was so long. I think you said it was like 3 games in one. But and there were so many efforts. We got to talk about Jordan Sears. We've got to talk. You've already mentioned Jalen Reed, and he had a phenomenal effort. Corey Chess, we've talked about, but also Victorious Miller. He looks like an NBA player to me right now.
Yeah, really proud of Victorious. He's taken some huge strides. I think everyone probably sees the consistent and effective scoring weapon that he is. His growth has been on the defensive end. He's really competing at a high level there, but he is playing with such confidence offensively. He's got great size for the position, as you and I have talked about before, and he has great basketball IQ and feel. And he's just scoring it so consistently. That's 4 straight games now in double figures. really proud of the work that he's putting in, and it's given us a huge lift. And it's what you've seen some is, quite frankly, we've struggled to score some with our big lineup on the floor, and we've gone to some 4-guard attacks. It's really helped us space the floor better and be more efficient offensively.
You want to go? Okay. So talk about Jordan Sears, because obviously he had in the second half of regulation the 6 3-pointers after not scoring at all in the first half.
Yeah, just a great gritty performance from him. You saw it in the game on Tuesday. He got his AC joint of his shoulder banged up a little bit, and so he had to miss a couple of days of practice. But he really just battled through, and his second half and overtime shot making was just incredible. I got to give a lot of credit to Jalen Reed too. He was really effective as a screener in this game, and we challenged him to do that. We did not feel like against Pitt. We were not the more physical team on either end of the floor. And I thought our guys really stepped up, and Jalen Reed took that challenge on. He got Jordan freed up for some open looks, and Jordan really shot the ball well. Had the big 3-point play in one of the overtimes. I can't even remember which one now, but just made play after play after play.
Well, and then Curtis Gibbons, another freshman, true freshman, came in, and he didn't score as many points as Victorious, but he certainly contributed to the comeback.
Big plays, Todd. I mean, things that, you'll see his role continue to increase. We're down 13 there, 10 minutes to go, and he goes on a 5-0 run by himself, hit a big 3, great finishing transition, just big-time plays all around. So I'm fired up about everyone's contributions on Sunday to a great team win.
I think you're going to have a packed house on Friday night.
Let's do it. Let's eat good. Celebrate this great holiday on Thursday, and come out to the PMAC Friday night at 7, and keep building on the momentum of Sunday's comeback win.
All right, Coach. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Get some rest. Don't eat too much on Thursday, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Thanks, Matt.
It's time to start betting on yourself. Louisiana 988 can help if you're dealing with tough emotions caused by gambling habits. You can share as much or as little as you want, and it's completely confidential. It's free, available 24/7, and most people who reach out report feeling better right in the moment. Call or text 988 anytime.
Get ready to make some noise this October with the East Baton Rouge Parish Library. Join us for the 11th Annual Baton Rouge Maker Fair on October 19th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., where creativity and music come together. From live performances to hands-on workshops, there's fun with a beat for everyone. Visit batonrouge.makerfair.com for details. Brought to you by your East Baton Rouge Parish Library, where creativity never stops.